According to the latest statistics from the National Statistics Office, there are more Filipinos now who do not have jobs compared to those who did not have jobs 3 years ago. What will be your first action if elected as president during the first 100 days of your administration to address the problem of unemployment? Kakulangan ng trabaho, sir.
Let me reframe the question in accordance with the statistics. Our unemployment is 7.3%. That is a problem. That is a problem, but it's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is underemployment of a rate of 19%, meaning to say nurses doing other jobs and the like. That's a big, big problem. What will be the first thing I will do with regard to unemployment? Unemployment is not merely the fact that you get employed, but you get employed to a quality job. And unfortunately, the Philippines is not a haymaker for quality jobs because of the lack of a long-term investment horizon of those that can afford to invest capital for jobs. For example, investments in agriculture, it's very uncertain because there are no security, tenurial arrangements for return of investment. That's why it's underproductive. Secondly, for big business and industry, which can afford to employ a lot of people, except perhaps for tourism, no? They're scared that after 6 years, there's a difference in policy once again, and goodbye. So there's a lack of quality jobs. Ang nangyayari, contractualization comes in, you go into services, you become employees of call centers. Not bad, probably just to pay your loan for student loan, but not for a lifetime. Definitely not. So, first thing, you have to have credibility in your government, ab initio. You have to address all those things that I said. There's no one thing that you have to do. Because a health, for example, what's its connection to jobs? A healthy population is important because a healthy mind comes from a healthy body. You can't have a healthy mind if you don't have a healthy body. You can't have a healthy body if you're not nourished properly. And you can't have a good workforce if you are not healthy. Infrastructure, power costs. Nobody's going to invest here for power costs are that high. Environmental compliances. Nobody will invest if the area is vulnerable. Peace and order. For example, nobody will invest, particularly in the most controversial thing called mining, if the community does not agree to it and there are security problems in the area. So, those are the examples that there is no one thing that you can do. Perhaps I can say, emergency employment, katulad na nasa kabinete kami, CLIP, Cabinet-led Emergency Employment Program, for 6 months. How many will that benefit? 2,000, 3,000? Out of the 2 million entering the job market every year. So it takes time. And that is the lesson that the Filipino people need to learn. It takes time. It takes time to build up your country. It takes 20 years, perhaps, to make your country strong. And if you do not start now, it will never happen. And if somebody promises a quick fix, pas-pas na solusyon sa problema, you are just postponing the inevitable where you will have to plant the seeds again for the long-term period. So I think it's important also to educate ang mga tao natin what to expect so that they do not have failed expectations.